Yo, what up? It's Half a Switch of Gears, Terry Warfield. The question is, can you and should you start on a 600cc bike? Let me give you my opinion. Let me show you the bike that I bought for my first bike. And of course, this month, always gotta show up. This the other half of Switch of Gears right here, pulling up on his Hayabusa. You always gotta come with some loud drama when you come around. That's a nice helmet, man. So I was actually starting a video on if people should start with a 600cc bike.
Most people, yeah, I say they should.
Oh man, hey, you want to talk about this on camera?
Of course.
First of all, what's your name? Because they ain't never seen us on YouTube before.
That guy Abe.
That guy Abe. But what kind of bike you got?
1300 Suzuki Hayabusa.
Ooh,
2008.
2008, huh? That joint is clean. All right, let me show y'all my little piece of crap. I was about to show y'all, but then he pulled up on his shiny orange and black bike. Oh, orange and chrome, my bad.
I think that little 250 is your bike.
All right, look, so here go my bike. This is a 2007 GSXR600. A little girl bike, huh?
Nothing's wrong with a 600.
Nothing's wrong with a 600. So why you ain't got one?
I'm getting another one.
Another 600?
Yes, I am.
Oh, we got to talk about this. Let me go get the tripod. We about to sit down and have a conversation.
Okay, that'll work.
My bike feel like such a sucker compared to yours.
It's not heavy, though.
What's your opinion? Do you think people as new riders should start on like super sports, like a 600? And be honest too. And then tell them how long you've been riding.
Well, I've been riding for maybe 6 years. Everybody told me don't get on the 600, start off with a 1000.
Wait, so people was telling you, cause that's crazy to me, cause obviously I just got my license like 2 months ago. I went through the MSF course and all that. So everybody was telling you to start with a 1000.
The only reason they was telling me to start with a 1000 because my first bike I bought was a 1700 Yamaha Warrior.
What?
Which is a cruiser.
Oh, it's a cruiser.
Right, but it's like a sports cruiser. And they was telling me, oh, you was already on a 1700, why go down to a 600? Because I'd never been on a sports bike before.
So you started on a 600. What was your first bike?
My first bike was the Warrior, the Yamaha Warrior, which was the 1700.
No, fool, I'm talking about your first super sport.
My first super sport was the GSXR600.
Oh, so you had one of these. Okay, so hold on, because I got to get this straight. Before I go, I got to get, so you started like officially riding super sports on the 600?
Yes.
But you already knew how to ride though, from the Warrior?
Pretty much.
All right, but you had never ridden a 600?
Exactly.
Okay, so when you got on the 600, did you feel like it was too much power?
I felt like it was enough power for me. And I mean, I was comfortable with it. I loved it, everything, but I had rode a 1000 and the power band was just totally different, and I ended up buying a 1000. And when I had my 1000, I had a CBR Fireblade 1000.
That was the black and yellow one, right?
Yes.
I thought the Fireblades was the triple R's. I'm new to this, so I don't know. I thought the Fireblade was triple R. You might be wrong, bro.
Triple R.
Yeah, you might be wrong.
It's a 1000 though.
All right, so it's a 1000, but it wasn't a Fireblade.
It's a Fireblade.
All right, whatever. You probably right, I'm probably wrong. But anyways, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But I had the 1000, and one day I actually pulled the 600 out the garage to ride it after I put the Fireblade up. And I went around the corner and went back and got the 1000 because the power band was totally different. It had more instant takeoff power.
So you feel like it had like more low-end torque than the 600?
It's like driving a regular Charger and you driving an RT. You could tell the big difference. It's like having a 4-cylinder and we're trying to race an 8-cylinder.
All right, so then, okay, so then after the 1000, that's how you got the Busa?
Yes, well actually I wasn't gonna get another bike, but a guy I know in Columbus, Mobe, shout out to you.
Shout out to you, Mobe. I don't know who you are, but because he said it, shout out to you.
So he always was telling me, man, you gonna get another bike. I'm like, man, I ain't getting another bike. And he started showing me these boosters. And to be honest with you, I hated boosters. I didn't like them.
Why?
I didn't like the way they looked. I didn't like nothing about them.
I don't like the way they look. I'm gonna be honest.
And supervisor of mine, he was getting rid of this one. It only had 6,000 miles on it, 2008. I said, I get it, because I don't want to be looking for another bike. And I knew it was well taken care of. He didn't hardly ride it, so I was like, for the price and for the deal, I was like, I got to go with it. So when I got this and I felt the power, I'm like, man, this was totally something different.
I lied a little bit. The bike look hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was a little hater comment. I like the way boosters look. You know what I don't like about them? It's the tail.
That's what everybody.
You ever seen like
it's a B-tail.
like a dung beetle?
Yeah.
And how they got them round to the ground butts?
Yeah.
I don't like the way I look. I like the way.
Everybody say they don't like the boosters because of the back tail.
It's the tail.
But you know, a lot of people customize the boosters and have that tail on the back.
I seen that before.
Yeah. But I like it just the way it is.
All right, so 1,300.
Yep.
Right?
1350.
13. Excuse me, buddy. Okay, 1,350. Now, how you feel?
To be honest with you, I want to go back to a 600.
Why? Why? And then we're gonna bring this all back around full circle. But I wanna hear this first. Why?
To me, if you riding bikes and you've been riding for a long time, it depends on what you like. Most people buy bikes for the speed, for how fast they are. I'm comfortable with just being on a 600. This bike is heavy. It's heavy to like sit on it and try to bag up, and it's just heavy.
I saw you drop it before.
Yeah, I dropped it a couple of times. Like I said, if I drop it one more time, I'm selling it.
So then why not get a cruiser then?
I don't want a cruiser.
Cause
I love my helmet.
That helmet is hard.
I love putting on the helmet.
But you can still ride that on a cruiser.
I don't feel right.
Okay. That's fair.
To me, I like the helmet look. I love the just gearing up, full body gearing up and just riding and just being on the freeway, just getting away from everything.
It's the look, man.
Yes,
it's the look and the power.
Feel like a superhero.
All right. So you want another? I mean, this is hard. I mean, I am a whole lot lighter than you around the corners. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to go through a leg workout trying to move the bike around.
No, you don't.
All right. So let me get to the question. Yours is faster though.
Yeah.
Way faster.
Of course.
But that's a good segue into what I want to talk about. Should you start on a 600? Man, there's so many freaking people all over the internet that say do not start on a 600. It's too much power for beginners. It's an easy way to get yourself in trouble, etc., etc. Now, I ain't freaking proclaiming to be like an expert rider, but what was my first bike?
600.
A 600. This is my first bike I ever owned. And when I was in MSF course, I couldn't get used to them bikes because, I don't know, like, I think I was looking for a certain throttle response, you know what I'm saying? And there was just so much take up on those. I know all bikes is different, but neither here nor there. I was scared. I was scared to get a 600 for my first bike because I heard about the power. I heard of, like, I done seen all these freaking YouTube videos and all these stories of people crashing out their first time on a 600. So I was scared of it at first.
So, I mean, a lot of people crash from riders era. Being their first time on a bike, you're not just going to get on that bike and just think you could ride like everybody else. You have to be in your own lane. You have to take time and get used to your bike and learn your bike. You're not just going to get on a bike and just, oh, I can go around the corner like that. No, you can't.
I think for me, that's a good point. And I think to sum up what you just said, it's the phrase respect the bike.
You have to
respect the bike, cause like people can say what they want, like, you know, people be shaming 600. Oh, I went to the gym, like I told you about that.
Yeah, you told me.
Gym, like, oh, that's all you got is a 600. Listen, man, this is more than enough bike for me. Like it can kill you in a heartbeat. Like I don't care what nobody say about a 600. Anything you can get to 0 to 60 on in 3 seconds is ridiculous. Yeah. With a top speed of 160.
Of course.
Like y'all can say what y'all want about 600s, man. It is so much power in these bikes. Well, you know, I think it depends on the person. Okay, if you have discipline, like when I get on this bike, I know that this thing can literally rip me to mincemeat if I hit that throttle the wrong way.
Right.
Or if I'm not careful about what I'm doing. So with that, because I got a family, and this might be where people is different at, I know that this thing can kill me in an instant, and I don't want to die.
So is it safe to say you can get killed instantly on a scooter?
You could get, that's a good point too, but I could get in a whole lot more trouble on one of these.
Can.
But what I'm saying is I think, like, could you start on a 600?
I think a 600 is perfect.
I think a 600 is a perfect sweet spot for me. I think the biggest I would go is a 750. And that's only because...
To start?
No, I'm just saying now.
I
wouldn't buy a 1,000 now, but I'll go back to the question. Should you start on a 600? I wouldn't recommend it, but I also would say if you want to, it's definitely doable. Because how do I know it's doable? Because I've been riding for what, 2.5 months now. I've respected this bike so much to a point where it hasn't been a threat, because I'm not out here trying to do stupid stuff on it, because I realize that I'm a beginner, and I realize that this bike has enough power to literally destroy me if I make the wrong move and I don't think about what I'm doing. So I wouldn't say that you should start on the 600, but if you do, it's possible. You just gotta respect it. Now, to go back to the question, I think 750 would be the biggest I would go. And I'm only saying this because of what you just said. 600 is perfect. Man, I can't see how somebody needs more speed than this. I don't understand that. I'm gonna let you go in 1 second. I can't see how somebody needs more speed than this. And trust me, I have driven a Tesla Model S Plaid, which is faster to 60 than both of our bikes, right? Which is crazy. With a higher top speed, well, I ain't gonna say a higher top speed, but it could get up to $180 real easy. And on a bike, I just don't see how anybody needs to go faster than this. And this is something that you could chime in, because I ain't never been on a 750 or 1,000 or 1,300 or anything like that. So go ahead.
It's the power. It's just some people want more power, some people want more speed.
Than this?
It's all about what you want. And then you also gotta look at the company or the people you ride with. The people you ride with, a lot of people is on 1,000. If you one of them people that want to ride fast and you don't want to get left, you're gonna get the 1,000 because you want to keep up with them.
But then that's how you get in trouble.
It is how you get in trouble, but hey,
so
it is what it is for some people. Some people want to get in trouble. Some people like the speed.
I like the speed,
but some people just like to ride. You got to pick which lane you want to be in. You want to be a rider, you want to be a speeder, you want to be a racer, however you choose, but you just got to pick what's right for you.
I don't know if I'll ever, because I have a family, I have kids and a wife, I don't know if I would ever go chasing that 200-mile-per-hour mark or anything like that, because it's too much freaking risk involved. This is already risky enough. So, anyways, that's my thoughts on starting on the 600. What you think?
So let me ask you this: do you done rode it for a while? Would you stay in the 600 lane?
I think my next bike will be an R6.
But you know, it ain't about the it ain't the bike, it's the rider.
That's true, but I'm just answering your question. My next bike will be another 600.
Yeah, mine too.
A 600?
Yeah, I'm going down to a 600.
You gonna keep this?
I'm gonna keep this, but I'm gonna give me a 600.
Yeah, my next bike will be absolutely a R6. If the R6 didn't exist, it would be a Ninja. I like that 636 a lot.
Yeah.
Or a GSXR 750.
Yeah, I would go down to a 750, but I really like that R6.
That's the end of our discussion, unless you want to throw something else in there.
Nah.
All right, yo, I know this is a lot of y'all first time here, so make sure you subscribe if you thought this content was helpful. We on Instagram too. I'll drop that right in the middle of these two bikes right here. Make sure you join us, man. We're gonna be posting a whole lot of bike content, tutorials, cinematic stuff, all that stuff. So till next time, we switching gears, baby. We out. Peace. And my bike faster.
I was gonna say leave in the comments.
My bike faster than yours.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
How much you want to bet?
Nothing. I don't want to bet nothing.
Because you know it's not.
I don't want to bet nothing. I almost dropped my bike, man.
You know that bike ain't fast enough.
I know. Shut up, bro.